Hi, nice meeting you. My name is Lorena from Human Wellbeing. This is the name of the channel. And I'm extremely happy to be here with you today. So it has been kind of a long journey for me. I have been always been interested in subjects like intellectual capital and human capital and happiness and the potential we have as humans to do more, to change our environment, to change who we are, to help others, and this is what this channel is about. And so let's summarize it. It's going to be about having fun, be happy, and do good at the same time. So let me explain a little bit more. So happiness. Happiness, the definition of happiness, there are so many definitions as people on this earth. Why? Because we all have a different perception of reality, because we were born in different places, because our each one of our brains function different, because we were born in different circumstances, because the values of our families are different. You name it. Reasons why our definition of happiness is different. I mean, they're limitless, right? So, but at the end of the day, we all want to be happy, and also it is that our needs are met according to our own parameters, obviously. But we're gonna be happy if we are able to get what we consider to be our needs to be happy. Does it make sense? I hope so. Well, at least that's how I define it. And so those needs are, I mean, they are social, they are family, they are emotional, they are financial, they are physical needs. There's so many layers of them, right? So that is that side, right? The side that what do we define as happiness? Then comes how well do we know ourselves? Because if we don't know ourselves well, then how can we define properly those needs? And that is the tricky part. That is difficult. To be honest with yourself, to be true to yourself, and to be able to know yourself. And I don't think as when you marry somebody, I don't think you entirely know them. With time, you get to know them better, yes, but there is always something new you discover, right? So even about ourselves, we might say that we know ourselves well, but there is always something that we might not know about ourselves. But leaving that aside, I think that unfortunately, most of our societies don't put the importance or so that we get to know ourselves. So the importance is what nowadays societies work is it's we are part of a whole, and there are certain things that are expected from us, and it's like a standardized behavior. And please don't get me wrong, I will never say don't comply with rules, because I think that we are social beings. Therefore, in order to be able to maximize our potential, we have to do it as a group. And to be able to do it as a group, we need rules. That is a given. But what I'm saying is that in addition of respecting our environment, respecting our society rules, and abiding by them, we still have a certain range of freedom as to what we decide to do with our lives, or how do we go with our lives, right? I mean, we have the freedom of choosing what profession are we going to study, or what job are we going to accept, or how do we dress every day, or who do we marry. I mean, we have a big range of freedom while still respecting our environment. But in order to take the right decision so that it makes us happy, we have to know ourselves. And now going back to this, unfortunately, this is not given the importance. I think it's up to us as individuals to realize that it's important that we know ourselves and do that constant exercise as to am I happy today? What am I feeling? Why am I feeling it? Can I change it? How important really is. Even though I do feel this way now, in the big scheme of things for the future, would it have an impact? It's a constant exercise of questioning what is going on, what it's in respect to ourselves, right? And I don't think there is a book that, or a recipe that can tell you these are the steps to follow so that you get to know yourself. It's really a having that time for yourself every day, even when you're driving, or you might go for a walk, or you're washing the dishes, or so many other activities that we do as a routine. I think we can do that exercise of what happened today, how do I feel, right? And each one is going to have its own way of doing it, again, because we're all different. But we need to do it. We need to get to know ourselves to define what is going to be happiness for us as individuals. One more thing. And also, it's not being selfish. It's getting to know ourselves, then go the next layer as to what is our participation in the environment, what is our participation in our family, in our neighborhood, and what can we identify that can be changed? What are we willing to change? What are we willing to participate to change? And then I think that even if it's a little small thing that we do change, if we do, we are all happy. That permeates that the next person would feel that we're happy, and as human beings, we're so I think by nature we're empathetic, so we're gonna feel that is going on, and because we're happy, then we're gonna transmit that, and then we're gonna take actions to directly or indirectly make the next person happy, and it's just like it's just gonna go over, right? So this is what is this channel about. Then the next layer, so we already have identified what is happiness. We have said that we have to know ourselves to know what happiness is for us. And then we have to be responsible. That's another difficult part for this, right? Because, and let me tell you, it's not like, what I'm telling you now is not it has been a long process for myself. It has been a long process of experiences in life, difficulties, pain, so many things, to come to realize that at the end of the day, many of the things that have happened to me is because I decided, wrong or right, or I did not do what I had to do, or I did not take the action, or I did not have the courage, or many things would have been different in my life if I would have known myself better, and I would have had the attitude that it's my responsibility. And it's difficult. It's many times, let's say that you're in a relationship, and you think that you love this person, and you really try hard because you have this idea, you're in love with the idea of having somebody in your life, or building a life with somebody, and you want to rescue it no matter what, but you're not taking the time of it might be painful. Sorry, it might be painful to recognize that that you're not compatible, or that you don't pursue the same things, or that you don't see happiness the same way, or that you don't value the relationship in the same way. It might be painful to recognize that, obviously, but the sooner you do, the less you're going to suffer, right? And this is a personal experience I had, right? So at times is recognizing the problem as soon as possible, and we go back to knowing yourself. So being responsible, we cannot expect from others to make us happy. We cannot expect from others to rescue us. We cannot expect from others to solve our problems. And this even goes not only for your partner or your parents, or at work, or it goes at all layers, right? Even with our government, we cannot keep saying that we don't like what is happening, that safety, that social differences, then inequality at work, that whatever things that are out there, and not assume that we are part of the total, right? Because we are. So if we don't do anything about it, I think we should not be complaining about how the situation is, right? So there comes a part of responsibility. Now, how am I gonna? My idea for this channel is gonna be to. I do have plenty of subjects in mind. They're all gonna be around how can we be happier? What are the little or big things we can change, or concepts that I think are meaningful to this topic, or maybe things that you bring up that you would like to talk about. And another thing too, I think there's many people that are doing good things out there, and unfortunately, again, we don't get to know what is happening out there, or what are the good initiatives that are happening, or if let's say that there is a company that already came up with cleaning products that are completely environmentally safe. They are not being promoted. We are not buying them. We are not supporting them by buying them. And so these companies are struggling to get out when they're doing a good thing. So that's also another thing I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to find those companies, organizations, people, groups that are already doing something good, and bring it up and show it to everybody. And hopefully we can help them to make that bigger. Or it could also trigger that maybe someone out there, someone like you, it's have thought of something and have said, oh well, I don't know if it would have the right acceptance, or if I could make it known, or if I have the talent to bring it out, or whatever it is. And maybe by bringing all this, bringing together all these people that are looking for the same thing, which is, let's be happy as individuals, let's be happy as a society, let's put our energy in what matters, we can start a trend. Okay, enough for explanations. Now, I would like that. My intent is that this channel is interactive because of the type of content, because of what I aim to achieve. So I would love that you guys see it also as an interactive channel, that you give me your opinions, that you give me topics that you would like to talk about, that if you know of somebody in your neighborhood that is doing something extraordinary, that is good, or an organization, or maybe you're trying to develop a product that it's environmentally safe, or that you're initiating a group to solve some kind of a social problem, or whatever it is. Whatever that is, it would be great that we keep this communication, and we become a group in which we can expose all this. And interactive. Now let me explain you. I am not going to be all over social media, because I want to have a very close relationship with you, with everybody. And as such, I don't want to thin myself trying to follow all kind of social media sources. So I'm going to concentrate only in YouTube. So your comments there, and I'm going to follow them. Or you can write an email, and it's listed down below. So I'm very happy. I'm here with you. I hope this takes on, because this is not about me. This is about us. This is about let's change our planet. Let's be all happy. This is what it's about. So hope to see you next, and nice meeting you.